What's up, my derps? It's your boy Gregolis. Hey, that's me, and it's Thursday. This is odd. We're not supposed to be here right now, but guess what? We got two really cool people over here and over here who are going to C2E2 this weekend. So they made time for us to make sure that we didn't miss out on a week again. And we're here on a special Thursday night doing episode 4. It's Mireborn. It's Gregolis. I play Grant Smalls, the big green guy that rides motorcycles. I don't even need to say anything more than that. I'm going to send it over to Cass. Rowan, you tell us about who you are, why you're here, what you got going on, and give us all the details about C2E2.
Well, I am Deathadil, aka Dr. Rowan Hale. I am a veterinarian, and I am currently going through a massive existential crisis because of everything that's been happening. And
that's
now
better than menopause. What? Who said
that?
Absolutely,
for sure.
Thing Rowan will never have to worry about again.
Yeah, she will never have to worry about that ever.
She will never be under her blood. She'll just be under other people's blood.
You know what? Being a vampire sounds more and more exciting every day. And with that, I will send it over to Thomas.
What's up, folks? My name's Tom, Mireborn Thomas with an H, I think on Instagram. I play Dr. Silas Hemlock, who is Ann Hakata. He's a creepy dude. A little too creepy. But hey, it's all good. This is vampire. It's supposed to be dark. So, Joe, take it away.
Okay. I love how you always give us that disclaimer, Tom. Hey, everybody. My name's Joe, aka DM Noctum. It's DM Noctum on pretty much everything, from YouTube to Instagram, Facebook, all the way over to Noctum Gaming on Start Playing. I will be your storyteller today. I will be the one giving these guys the roadmap and the story that they get to choose to play in. Whoa. That is
somebody threw a fireball in chat.
That is Deathadil's intro.
I just froze.
She didn't ask how big the room was. She said, I cast fireball. Yes, I will be your storyteller for the day. I will be the controller, the game operations director, if you so wish it. But I will be the one running this game and telling these guys what's going on in the world around them. On the note of the world around them, we are playing in the world of darkness. It is named that for a reason. The world that we're playing in is dark. My players are not playing the heroes. They are playing monsters that go bump in the night. But we also understand that this world that we live in can be just as dark, if not darker. And if ever you find yourself in need, dial 988 on your phone in US and Canada. Find someone to help talk you through all of your darkness. And on that note, let's talk about what happened to you guys last time. Last time on Mireborn, you guys were in the sewers talking to a man named Nicky. A gentleman who claims to be a kindred of the Nosferatu clan, and that's why he looks so weird. You were having conversation for a little while, going back and forth, him trying to give you a little bit of information for the tally of favors. And when we left off on episode 2, I believe, there was an incursion upon his territory. He had alarms going off, talking about people who may have followed all of you, and you agreed to help him with the defense of his haven. On that note specifically, you guys went in one direction down the sewers to take care of one of the groups of soldiers coming to check out the place, seemingly trying to hunt the three of you down after you've escaped from the facility. Meanwhile, Nicky went another way with a veritable army of rats, saying that don't worry, he's got the other group. You guys fell into your newly found vampiric powers, set up a bit of a trap with Grant doing Grant things, just kind of being there and being loud and drawing their attention. Meanwhile, Silas and Rowan kind of found their way around into the side, capable of performing a sneak attack on the back end. As I said, you guys kind of found and fell into your vampiric powers. Silas was able to blend in with the shadows themselves, turning himself nearly invisible. Rowan jumped down from a tree with fingers that extended into claws, her nails becoming razor sharp. And then, of course,
get the gators.
We're getting to the gators.
Oh
yeah. Grant finding that his speed and strength are in excess of even what he had in his prime. The fight went on. Some of our players were injured, but not to the point of final death. When Rowan came up with a great idea, and the idea of summoning allies, she fell into herself and was able to make a call out to any alligators in the swampy areas just outside of Ocala National Forest. That call was answered. That call was answered. Just saying, as a native Floridian, that doesn't work. You just gotta like wade in, and they'll come up. Don't worry.
Just hang out on the edge of the water for a while.
Yeah, I mean, to make this quite understandable to the public, gators will not mess with you unless one of two things are happening. One, you are near their nest, or two, it is mating season. Otherwise, you are bigger than them, and they don't want to deal with it. So, just don't go anywhere near a lake called Lake Jessup in Central Florida. It has more alligators than people around it. I believe the estimation is somewhere around 10,000 alligators in that lake alone. Highest alligator consensus per capita than anywhere else in the United States.
This is what they teach you at school in Florida, right?
It is. Right after they teach you to run zigzags, which is complete bullshit. It does not work. They will beat you every time if you run zigzags. Just run straight out and keep on going. And don't think that fences will save you. So these guys can use their tail muscles to do crazy things. There's a cool little place I'm going to put it out there called Gatorland in Central Florida. And you go there as a kid a lot. And they feed these gators by pulling out like raw chickens out on a line, and you watch these gators jump out of the water, like at some point in time, 9-10 feet out of the water to grab one of these chickens. So don't ever think that you could overpower a literal dinosaur. Okay, it just doesn't work out. But if you get them on their back and rub their belly, they fall asleep.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, we'll try that, Joe. Thank you.
Absolutely. Actually, probably the safest thing you could do is if you can get on top of it. An alligator's muscles are made to close its mouth, but they do not have the same amount of musculature to open its mouth. So if you can stand on its mouth or push its mouth closed together, you will be perfectly safe until they roll.
So on that note, Gatorland, if you'd like to sponsor us, we would absolutely.
Thank you.
I will make sure my Gangrel player Googles an army of gators just for you.
Army. I would absolutely have an army. Mm-hmm. This also goes out to the Otter Sanctuary in California that I've always wanted to visit.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely have a ton of otters.
Any wildlife preservation that wants to sponsor us, just let us know. We have somebody ready to play, no matter the fact. So, anyways, back to no, screw them. Fear the spear, baby. Anyways, back to what happened last time. You guys were able to take out a well-trained squad of soldiers who were coming looking for you. You were able to dispatch them with a decent quickness, actually, and on your way back into the sewers, Nikki with you, very happy that you were capable of forming in such a way, and you were able to take the last one that was left alive as prisoner. He brought you to a small room deep in the sewers where he taught each and every one of you a nifty little skill of the blood. And that is, if you feed your vampiric vitae to a mortal creature, it will become your servant. It will become what is called a ghoul. It is a 3-step process in totality for them to truly become fully bound to you. But even this first step Silas cut his wrist and fed the man some of his blood, which the man's wounds began to heal. But he looked at Silas in a way, he was a supplicant of Silas. He was someone who, if not truly worshipped the ground he walked on, someone he wanted to impress and make sure that he kept happy. During the conversations in that, a name came up. Something that some of our chat last time actually kind of clued you into how serious this could be, as the guard said that he doesn't know much about the experimentation done in the facility, but that the facility was owned by an umbrella company called Pentex. Any fans of World of Darkness have heard that name before, and it's going to be fun to see how that all plays out. So, on that note, we are down in the sewers. We are in the small room. You have the man, I still believe, still chained up. I don't believe you actually took him out of his chains as you were questioning him. Was there any further information that you guys were trying to get out of him? Anything to talk to him about?
I'm sure there's lots of information. There's so much about that facility that he knows. He's going to know guard routes. He's going to know ins and outs, codes to get in and out of doors. He's going to know a lot, and we're going to keep him around.
Okay.
So Charles, get comfortable.
Charles.
All I wanted was to hear his voice enough to mimic it. I don't know why. I figured, well, if I can call a gator, maybe I can be another animal. Might as well try. So I got what I wanted from him, but I do want to hear what else he has to say. But I'm gonna let our creepy friend here do most of the talking.
Rowan was able the last session to get on the radio that the man held, mimicking his voice perfectly and saying that they had lost the quarry, but they were still on the trail, buying them some time from any kind of reinforcements that may or may not be sent. So, what's the plan, guys? What y'all want to do?
So, Nikki, you know of Pentex then? You know what Pentex is, like this umbrella corporation?
Yeah, unfortunately I do. They're not good people, but I mean, who really is in this day and age?
Right.
But they're like corporate, blue collar, white collar, not good people. You know what I mean?
What's the threat?
Pentex is its own threat.
They got an army.
They have personalized mercenary groups, as well as numerous different types of scientific type people that are all into some kind of dark occulty shit. Sometimes it's about our kind, sometimes it's about others. There's all sorts of stuff out there. As you get a little bit older, as you survive a couple more nights, you might learn about something. And you just keep your head down now. It's just easier.
But so wait, they're like us, because those are humans.
No. They're humans. They're not like us. They just want to study us. They want to replicate us. They want to take our powers for themselves. Think like us as the kindred are an oil-rich country, and Pentex is the U.S. Okay, that's a good way to put it. They want to come in and aggressively take what we have. Okay.
So then, let's burn them down.
Oh, much easier said than done, my sir. Much easier said than done.
Well, the fact is that there's a facility that we definitely could infiltrate and possibly burn down. I mean, obviously they're doing experiments on people they shouldn't be. Obviously that there is. What do you think, Grant? Think we could? I mean, now we have weapons, and we have Charles here, my lovely friend, who could tell us all about the security.
I think we gotta think strategically. I think we gotta find some more people. I think we gotta build our own army. I think we gotta learn more about these damn weapons that we are and what they got. And
listen, let me tell you,
Greg, you have a.
I was just gonna say the real number one rule to being kindred, to being one of us, is survival. Yes, everybody will tell you the first rule is the Masquerade. keep yourself secret. Well, that just kind of runs into survival. The more nights you survive, the longer you survive, the smarter, the wiser, the more powerful you get, right? The good thing is Pentex is run by mortals and is made up of mortals. You know what we have on them? Agelessness, baby. Take your time. You don't got to rush into things like that. He's looking at Silas specifically. It's okay, Doc. I promise. Take your time, learn your ways. As big guy said over here, maybe make yourself an army. I mean, Doc, tell me how many towers did you see when you ran out of that place?
I don't even remember. There was quite a few. 5. Yeah.
Right. So that's 5 towers that they could set up snipers in. And I tell you what, these guys that shot at you a little bit earlier, those guns ain't nothing in comparison to a 50 cal Barrett. You know, you don't want to take that type of damage to the torso, especially if they've got like some kind of burning rounds or some shit. You just don't know. Take your time, be patient, make sure your plans are flawless. That's the best way to go about things. I'm telling you.
Nikki's right.
You were gonna say something?
Yeah, no, Nikki's right. Because think about it, right? Greg, you seem to be very strong and a very good sense of what you.
My name's Grant. God damn it.
Oh, Grant. Sorry.
Why you don't stream with your friends, guys? It confuses everything.
Don't break the fourth wall. Don't break the fourth wall.
Grant, you're obviously very strong. We've seen that, and we've seen this man next to us turn people into ash.
Yeah.
And I have some sort of
Badass,
animalistic ability. But what makes me caution and want us to take a step back, like Nikki suggests, is if they make something as powerful as us, right? What do they already have that is powerful enough to stop us? Because why would you create a bomb if you couldn't contain it, essentially? So we should.
Look, I'm starting to think that's what happened. That's why we got out. They couldn't contain the bomb they made. But at the same time,
I have a.
Go ahead.
No, you're correct. You're correct. I would love if maybe our friend here would actually see if maybe he can get out exactly what happened. When I woke up, it was just sirens and lights. I have no idea what happened before all of the circuitry went down. Why did that happen to us?
Charles?
No, I wasn't there. Oh, you're talking to
Nikki,
Charles.
No, we're talking. Yeah, we're talking to the doctor. Nikki, please
Charles.
sit down.
Charles, can you elaborate on that evening? It was about how many days ago was that now? Like
2, right?
It's only been a couple days, right?
It's only been
just 2 days ago.
Hours.
You're talking about the containment breach?
Yes.
Yes. What happened?
Something got loose.
Something. One of the experiments?
Yes.
See, they seem to know a lot more about us than we know about them, and I don't think we need to rush in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Smart.
It was about 9.5 feet tall and covered in fur. It had claws that were almost as big as my forearm, and the sight of it was just so horrifying that most people just kind of fell down unconscious or ran.
Okay.
Doctor, a question for you. I'm remiss to just dive into like everything that is both fantastical and strange about the world, so I don't want to jump to conclusions. Let's assume that we are made, right? This creature that they must have made, maybe you can ask him if he knows what experiment that one was.
I don't think he knows a whole lot about the experimentation itself, because he said that earlier. He had said that he's just a guard. He doesn't deal with the experiments
True, but I mean, even as a guard, you would think you would see what comes in and out of the rooms as they moved us, right? Because remember, we've been out for 2 weeks. I mean, they had to have moved our bodies around the hallways. Why would we have not seen what it was beforehand?
True.
Maybe that place is way bigger than we thought.
As soon as we put you into rooms, we do everything in those rooms. We try not to move people just in case of containment breaches for just such an occasion. Uh, the various experiments have powers beyond what we can do. So any chance to minimize their escape, and he tries to like bring his hands together, but he's still chained around the pipe. Any chance to minimize, you hear the clanking of the chains, the escape, any kind of escape attempt or damage they may do, we always tried to minimize the loss of life.
So you're saying the doctors are the ones that entered our rooms then?
Yes.
What are the doctors' names?
Or I could probably give you one or two, but we don't really work for them. We work for our
Charles, you're doing a great job. You're doing a fantastic job. Any names?
Am I doing good enough to get out of these chains?
Just let us know those names that you do know. Can you tell us?
He starts kind of jangling the chains against the pipe.
I'm gonna look over to the doctor. Like, can you get your pet under control? Like, I asked a question.
Wow.
Look,
excuse me. I asked you a question. I don't care how uncomfortable you are right now.
I gently tried to tell you,
Charles, for the moment, the chains need to stay because you're not under our control fully. So let's relax and answer the young lady's question.
You see him like kind of look down, somewhat defeated. Shoulders kind of drooping. You watch as his arms fall as low as they can, caught on the lip of where two of the large pipes meet. And so they're just kind of hanging there, as like waving back and forth as the chains catch taut. I remember Dr. Davis. He was, I don't know, middle-aged, brown hair with glasses. And I remember one lady, I think her last name was Summerlin. I think that's what it was, Dr. Summerlin. Blonde, short little thing. Very angry looking all the time.
Charles, are you part of the retrieval team? Are you part of the retrieval team that goes and collects specimens for the facility?
No, I'm normally just an exterior guard, but we had an excessive amount of loss of life, and so I was kind of drafted into retrieval.
Why'd you lose the life? Like, what was going on? That was the thing.
The containment breach 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It was not without its losses. Actually, the losses were exceptional.
How many more of us got out?
That is still unknown. The retrieval teams are trying to do what they can to find any trace. But
what's protocol in this case? Like,
where are
they going to be coming from? Pardon?
Everywhere. You asked what the protocol was. Scorched earth. I'm sure right now they are shredding every bit of evidence they can from that place and to evacuate it soon.
Yeah, but how long will the soldiers keep up looking? And what kind of movements?
Like I said, I'm not from retrieval. I'm not sure how long it'll take. I know protocol is to break that place down or leave it for nature to take back over and just rip every bit of evidence, burn every bit of evidence you can.
So we might as well give it a couple days and then go check it out.
So the facility's going to be shut down is what you're saying. They're shutting it all down. They're burning it all up.
Everything but other than automated defenses. And there's always the possibility that go scorched earth on the facility itself. When I say scorched earth protocol, I mean it. They will literally start planting, dropping bombs, missiles anywhere it's needed, and they'll wind up finding a way to blame it on a terrorist.
Yeah.
They control media sources as well as various scientific research facilities and prisons. They have their hands in a lot.
Grant, you had mentioned building an army, and Nikki, you obviously have higher ups. Where would we go where would we go if we wanted to meet more of our kind to gather a force?
Oh, well, that's easy. I mean, Elysium would be really the place to go. I mean, that really depends on when it gets called, who's really allowed. You're technically, at this point in time, independence, but you also don't have a sire to speak for any of you. And so that's kind of scary to go up to.
Nikki, you keep saying words and I don't understand. My head is a jumble.
Well, you should really pick up a thesaurus or something sometime.
What the fuck is an Elysium and a sire and oh god.
Okay.
Hey, Grant, I have a question for you really quick.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot right now. I'm also under a lot of pressure and I'm not really sure what's happening, but we know that this place is basically gonna be ash as soon as they're done.
Yeah.
What will an army do for us against a brick building? Are we trying to find information? Are we trying to find
I'm not sold on an army. I just thought if we we're gonna have to fight them, they got an army, we need an army. It wasn't like a hard and fast. I was just conversating. I think we come back in a couple days when they go ahead.
No. I was just agreeing with you. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Because Dr. Silas, if I'm not wrong, and maybe you can ask our friend here, but where are they taking what they can take with them before they burn everything down? I'd be more interested to see the other experiments like us, because
I want info.
I want info.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean,
Charles,
I'm gonna hold on, Doc. I'm gonna say this real quick. Myself, I have a brotherhood, and I got people around me, but I left that life a little while ago. I'm a bit of a nomad. I like to run the streets on my own. I don't know about you guys, but I think there's still gonna be people looking for me, and I'm more a lone wolf. What about you guys?
How do you think those people of yours are gonna react when they find out you have to drink the blood of the living to survive?
Well, you told me I'm not allowed to let nobody know about that, Nikki. But that's one of your damn fancy words. What you call that, masquerade?
Yes. I think you could break that one down and figure out what that means, though.
No, right? You don't gotta talk to me like that, Nikki. We just became friends.
All right. Well, listen, you're right. You're not supposed to let anybody know that, but how well you think you're going to be able to hide that if you're going to talk to your old buddies and pals? Or any of you. I mean, you all had lives before all this happened to you. How do you think you're going to be received when you can't be awake during the day? You can't look at sunlight. You can't take your dog to the dog park anymore. You can't, ride your bike during the day.
That's the next front we gotta figure out, and that's the next strategy. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if this shit with the prison or whatever is gonna go away in a couple days on its own, then we gotta worry about this too.
So what do we actually want to do? Do we want to find out more information?
A little bit, if I'm honest.
To be fair, Nikki knows this. I'm sure you do too, Grant. I've been there and I've done it. I'll probably do it again too. But at this moment, I really the only thing I can do is focus on like the facts that we have. And I I don't know what I'm more interested in at this moment, knowing why I'm being hunted or knowing why or what they're taking away that is so important that they would completely destroy an entire facility. If we're that important, they're never going to stop looking for us.
Can I interrupt just for a second? I think your focus is too broad at this moment in time. I think we need
I was
to
going to say, I think we
narrow
need
it
to focus
down.
on survival.
See, every once in a while, the dumbass has some wisdom. Works out
Listen,
really well.
when you've been on the road as long as I have, even the broken clock's right twice a day.
So they say.
Unless it's daylight savings time, and then your clock's wrong all the fucking time, right?
Nikki, you quit making fun. This is serious business.
Okay.
Damn it!
Sorry. To all of the people who may or may not be watching, I want to let you guys know one of my favorite things since I started running online games, and that is Deathadil's reactions to anything and everything.
No!
You should see her during lore drops. It's amazing. She will mute herself because she's screaming so loudly.
I was doing so good until it got too funny. I was like, breathe really, breathe through your nose. Rowan, you're in a moment right now, 100%. All right, that was awesome. All right.
So listen, Rowan,
I'll agree. Hey, don't.
God damn
say
it,
what I
Nikki.
just said.
Are you the leader or am I the leader?
I think I'm the leader. If anybody's a leader right now.
Your accent changed.
What are you talking about? It's New York. It's just that my voice went a little deeper because
I didn't think I'd have fun on this night, this day night.
Let's see. Nicky will look around the room. He's like, let me explain in very quick terms why you should probably listen to what I say. And he reaches to his left to one of those pipes that's running along the wall, not the one in the back where Charles attached, but he literally takes his fingers. He says, "See this, right?" And he just puts it towards that pipe to the left, and he flicks it. And you watch as the metal instantly explodes into thousands of pieces of shrapnel. Doesn't blow out like an explosion, but that simple little flick, suddenly this whole pipe is now in pieces as it begins to fall to the ground. The water that was flowing through the pipe, not gushing in any way, shape, or form, but starts to flow out onto the ground that's already damp. So, yeah, Mr. Tall, Green, and kind of ugly. I said kind of. I'm really ugly. You're just kind of ugly. It works out, right? So,
Poor Grant's catching strays over here.
I feel like this is how their bromance is gonna grow. Actually, it's just a shit talking between the two. But he says that's probably a good reason to listen to me. Not like an act of violence, but just to kind of show that the power is there because I've taken my time and I've survived for a while. So my wisdom means a little bit more. So this is just what I'm gonna say. He's right, and he looks right at Grant. You're right. Like we both have said now, survival has to be the key. Yes, you can record that. Oh, you don't have a phone. Here, I'll record it for you. He takes out a song. Yes. Grant, right? Grant is right. You need to survive first more than anything. I'll send it to you, all right? And puts it away.
He has a TikTok of 2 million followers. I know this for a fact.
They consider he's like a great cosplay TikToker.
Damn straight.
Or he's a really good filter. He's really good filters on to make it less hideous.
I'm not sure there's a filter that can help a Nosferatu. You either play into it super hard. Like I said, I think I know I told you guys. I'm not sure if I told the extended audience and such. I run a live game where I have a player, and she plays into the fact having something similar to an OnlyFans for esque themes called Only Fangs. So she, like I said, you can play into it, but no filter's gonna mask or not to.
Hey, Nikki.
Yeah.
You just won yourself a Kevlar vest. And I toss one of the vests at him.
He grabs
and
it.
shoots him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dang, missed opportunity.
Here's a Kevlar vest. How do you like it, asshole? You all feel a rumble of the sewers as the army of comes. No, so listen, you guys did me a solid. So you guys are free to use the room that I gave you for your first night for as long as you need, up to about a month and a half. I don't use that room that much. You guys, like I said, you did me a solid. You made it so I didn't have to work that hard to protect my territory. So feel free. All right, the sun. You only get to see the sun one more time, so yeah.
Wait, what? We get to see the sun again? Oh.
No. He
What?
one last time.
It'll be the last thing you ever
time.
see.
Oh, yeah. I understand. Ordained in the holy fire.
So,
Or
Nikki,
unholy, whichever, yeah.
So, Nikki, what do you think our next step should be besides surviving? Obviously, maybe staying inside for a few days to where they won't be hunting for us.
I think it's gonna be more up to you. I think we need to get you people in touch with some others. People from your own clans, your own bloodlines, to kind of teach you the ways of those clans and bloodlines and the powers that you get. I think that'd probably be a near plan. If you want like immediate plan, yeah, probably stay here for a few days. Not really sure what you have at home. Not sure if you got a place that is truly hidden from sun. You know what I mean? I don't know y'all's mortal lives and what you got going on back home. So staying here for a few days and kind of coming up with a plan is probably the best plan.
You got any maps of the storm drains?
No, I memorized them.
Where'd they go to?
They go pretty far. How far you need to get?
I don't know at this point. Town?
What town?
Where are we close to right now?
You're closest to Ocala, but I got sewers that'll get us out for about 15, 20 miles in any direction.
How close to Sanford?
A little bit further, but I could get you there.
What about Daytona?
Daytona's probably about the same distance as Sanford, just in the another direction. Sanford's going to be from here. It's going to be east. Sanford's going to be south. Daytona's going to be east.
I got friends in Daytona. We could do that. What you got for family?
No, I live in Sanford though. I have a whole family there.
Yeah, I also live in Sanford. I work at the hospital there. My mom and my house is there.
You'll see. Nikki, is the two of you talk. Speaking of your family in Sanford and your mother and your work in Sanford, and you see just kind of a quick pained expression as he kind of like bites on his forefinger. He's like, yeah, I could get you there if that's what you want. I just want to, I brought that up a little bit ago. I didn't want you guys to go blind into the fact that you're not normal. It's going to be kind of hard to hide these people. You know, maybe, I mean, Doc, you said you like dead bodies, right? Or work with dead bodies.
Yes, I work. I'm a an ME. I'm a medical examiner / coroner for
Okay.
Sanford Hospital. So
It's okay. So maybe do you work third shift normally? Is that like you nights?
yes,
I know a
yeah,
lot
most
of
nights.
coroners like to work at night
Mm-hmm.
so it doesn't scare like the civilian types or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep, you're
maybe
very
you don't
correct.
have such an issue with that. Maybe. Again, I don't know how sunproof your house is. And
My
he looks over at
my
Rowan.
basement. My
You
basement's
have a
actually
basement
pretty.
in
Yeah,
Florida.
Oh my god, of course Silas lives in his mom's basement. Okay.
um,
Sorry.
out of
Can we
character.
retcon? Can I help you real quick? Okay, so
Yeah.
Sanford is not high enough above sea level to have a basement.
Okay.
But let's retcon it and say one thing
Damn.
that a few really old houses do have in Sanford is a straight up bomb shelter outside the house, like straight up
That's true.
nuclear bomb shelter. I will take pictures of of them, and send them to you, Tom, and
That
be
would
like, no, see,
make more
bomb
sense.
shelter.
I didn't even think about the whole Florida thing, and I just knew that his character.
Westerners and the Canadian are like, of course we have basements. What do you mean?
Fucking Northerners, right? Yeah, no. Very, very like if you get up to the northern part of the state, you will find some basements here and there. But Central Florida, anywhere near the coast, you're maybe 6 feet, 8 feet above the sea level at any given. So it doesn't work out so well. But things like bomb shelters, mother-in-law, carriage houses, all those things are real things, and I definitely see Silas as being like, "Mom, I'm going to my shelter," and slamming the door, and then like walking a bomb shelter, or he's got to like grab and like pull on the door for 5 minutes before it creaks.
He does a lot of. He does a lot of work in the bomb shelter. Like does a lot of work out there.
Why you gotta throw the quotes in there, my dude?
Yeah,
like we know you're
don't do
creepy.
this.
Like, we don't gotta keep adding to that. He's gonna do work, guys. Work.
Mom, I'm busy.
Just put the meatballs out front.
Special place.
You can see him like CB radio in the bomb shelter. Mom, meatloaf. Mom.
I'm out of Mountain Dew.
I'm out of Mountain Dew.
Sorry.
We're killing stereotypes right now.
Why don't we retcon it instead of a basement? You talk about your shelter, like or you can call it a mother-in-law suite. You can call it whatever. But I wouldn't say that Isaac has a basement. Oh well, if you've got a bomb shelter, sure, you could go home. That's at least safe from the sun. You could, make sure if there's any kind of light coming through, you seal that off a little bit. You don't want to. Just don't even risk it, man. Don't even risk it. Otherwise, you get up one night, one day in the day somehow, or you don't go to sleep in time, and you take a couple steps up, and suddenly, bam, you got a fucking barcode right across your faces. So,
fair enough. Yeah, I don't think it'd be very hard for my bomb shelter to be sunproof.
No, I don't think it would.
So
yeah, it's bomb-proof, so you're probably pretty good.
Wouldn't have windows in it.
The 2 or 3 that I know in the historic district of downtown Sanford literally have like 50-pound doors that are just above, like literally barely above the ground that they're set on. So.
okay.
Well, so y'all want to go to Sanford?
Whatever you want.
I ain't got no problem going to Sanford if that's what you want, but I ain't got people looking for me anytime soon. So y'all tell me what you want to do.
You said you own a bike, right? Right?
Yep. Need to find that.
There happens to be a pretty legit space where a lot of bikers hang out. It's like dome shaped, but it doesn't have windows in it. That might be a safe space for you to be in. I think it's an old bar.
Dome shape?
The old bomb shelter bar.
I know. Out of character though. I'm pretty sure I saw like a rounded, like halved out like place, but had a lot of motorcycles out front. I could be wrong. I could be talking about my ass, but I'm just saying it.
Now,
anything,
I'm going to be fair. There was an old bar that is now like an axe throwing place called the Booby Trap.
Oh, maybe
and it is shaped as two breasts. But that's more in Orlando than Sanford. I'm not even joking.
No, this is Sanford. I was thinking Sanford. For sure.
Now, granted, for those viewing from home, just to let you all know, I'm on like 3.5 hours of sleep, and sleep deprivation is the best free drug in the world. So my role playing might be on point today, but I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So
it will never be this way again. He'll watch this recording back and go, "Oh my god!"
Well, you remember last time you gave us that $100,000 off of the soldiers, right?
The fuck I did. All right.
My bad. It was 99.
I'm tired,
99.
not stupid.
Don't we have like Kevlar that protects from the sun? I'm pretty sure that got dropped, right? Like someone dropped it.
Oh, absolutely. Wait.
And all the experience we got, and all the new powers that we got.
Pretty
sure. That's right, leveled up. Oh my god.
Oh, that's right. You guys Diablerized Methuselah. Of course, I completely forgot about that.
If you're watching and you agree, let's gaslight our DM. Please drop me.
There's not enough tequila in this house to get me to believe that shit. I just want you to know. We could try.
Silas, feed him your blood.
It doesn't work. I'm lower generation.
All right. I am going to ask Charles. Charles, how many days will they continue to hunt for us if we were to hide out? Will they continue to look for weeks? For how long before they call it off?
He thinks for a minute, and you see him like kind of scratching at his chin as he thinks, and he goes, "I don't think they would search for more than, I don't know, 5 days, maybe a week. As soon as everything's done being destroyed there, they usually will clear out, at least for a little while, or at least keep quiet enough that it seems like they've cleared out of the area, so no heat gets brought onto them. I will say, though, they are known that it is known that if one of their experiments, weapons, if some kind of crazy, soon after they vacate it, they usually meet it with excessively violent force."
Vicky, question. When we are in the sun, do we become a pile of ash, or do we become like a human shaped ash pile, or what happens when we're in the sun too long and we die?
If you go into the sun, you start to burn, and it doesn't stop until you're a pile. Well, a pile of ash. It really depends on the wind that day. If you become a pile.
That's what I'm asking. Like is it an outline of a person of ash, or is it actually a pile of ash?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's not like instantaneous. All of a sudden, you're falling down on fire, and a medical exam, or a forensic police officer, or whatever you might want to call them. There's no like murder lines on the street of you made of ash. No.
Silas.
Yes.
Are there any bodies left from the fight that we could use?
No, your alligators took them all.
Except for Charles.
I know.
Yep. Goodbye, Charles.
Nope. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
But if we have 3 bodies, you turn them to ash, it could look like we're already gone. They would stop looking for us immediately. And I could call it in.
Well, I got some bodies left over if you want to use that from the other group. I'll just get my rats to stop feeding on them. once told me.
Nikki, I love you.
Travis, can you do that?
Sure.
Yeah, I think we could get it done. Hang on. You see Nikki like put his 2 fingers to his lips and whistle super loud throughout out into the sewers, and literally just a few minutes later, you see probably 150 rats in total, split amongst 3 bodies, carrying 3 like half-eaten bodies. Like you definitely tell they've been chewed upon. I mean, the mass is still pretty much the same. I don't think anybody's gonna sit there with a little fucking digital scale and weigh it out and be like, "Oh yeah, that's the whole vampire."
Get to
This
burning.
could work.
This is smart.
So, okay,
See? Now you're thinking.
Okay, so we'll put them outside in the woods, turn them to ash.
I would say almost outside, yeah, right outside of here, like where they found us originally, like right outside of the
Where
sewers.
the fight was.
It can look like we didn't make it to the sewer in time.
No, put it by where the
could you
fight
mimic
was. There's going to be
Charles-
lots of shit around there. Then they're going to think they
Could you
won the
mimic
fight and
Charles's
left.
voice again?
I can still
Could you mimic Charles's voice again? And,
yeah.
And then call it in and say, hey, we found 3 bodies. This looks like our perpetrators.
Yes. Wait a minute. Nikki, what time is it right now?
I'd say it's probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. At about 4 o'clock, can we go ahead and make the ashes now, Silas, and then about 4 a.m. right before the sun, or right when the sun starts to rise, can I stay up and make the call, like when the sunlight's been out for at least 20 minutes? Or do I have to be asleep as the sun comes up?
Oh, there is a way to stay awake during daylight hours. It will be a willpower test.
Okay. Yeah. After the sun comes up, I could stay up just long enough to call in that one last thing.
Let's get to work.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's drag these bodies out there.
Right. As you guys start to drag the bodies down the sewers, back the way you originally came down the sewers, back towards the place of your bit of combat and your first altercation is true kindred. We're gonna go ahead and take a break. So
I was ready to do things.
Hi. My name's Joe,
Hi.
and I love to end everything on cliffhangers if I have. So.
No, that's really good. All right,
Just
folks. So
movie.
hang tight. What's up, Thomas?
Joe's favorite movie is Cliffhanger. That's
right.
like his favorite movie. So
Stallone is
Anyway,
his
sorry.
favorite because he's Italian. Nailed it. Okay, folks, we will be right back. For all the people hanging on, we'll be back in 5 minutes to discuss that very salacious thing I just said. Hang tight,
We're
folks.
definitely discussing that.
What's up, everybody? We're back. No wasting time. Throw it to Joe. Joe!
Well, since the mic's mine, just a little bit of statistics about what I was talking about. Lake Jesup. So
He's bringing up
keep
gators
in mind
again.
I'm bringing up gators again. Keep in mind, in the state of Florida, there are an estimated 1.3 million alligators, with Lake Okeechobee having the absolute most alligator population, probably somewhere around 30 to 35,000. What makes Lake Jesup specifically interesting is the amount of alligators in a smaller area. They estimate it's about 400 alligators per square mile, and the largest alligators grow in that lake specifically grow up to about 14 to 15 feet long. So Lake Jesup ain't nothing to fuck with. So
I called real dinosaurs. Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, real dinosaurs. Like real dinosaurs. All right, let's get back into it. So we're currently dragging bodies sewer. Yeah. Right? Let's get you guys a better scene for that, shall we?
Yeah, we're gonna put them outside. We're gonna let Silas turn them to ash piles, and then I'm gonna let them sleep, and then after 20 minutes after the sunrise, I'll call in that we found it.
Nice.
Activate.
Solid plan.
Okay. So we'll bring you guys back into the sewers as you drag the bodies through the mucky, nasty water of the sewers. You just it's a good thing you guys don't really have a sense of smell and choose to, because you haven't had showers in a couple of days. You've been playing around in sewers, and I don't care what the teenage mutant said, they do not smell good. So no fun times there. But you guys are dragging these bodies. It takes a little bit of work. Grant, it's easy work for you. Your strength and your now supernatural potence, literally is the name of the discipline, allows you to just walk as you wish. The other two, if you guys are dragging your own body, it does take a little bit. There's a lot of muck at the bottom of the sewer pipe. So things will get caught every once in a while. It takes you a little bit to get the bodies out of the sewer, but out of the sewer, you do. You wind up pulling them out towards the entrance and out the entrance that you originally came, bringing them a little further into the woodland to kind of put them in the area where the attack occurred. But yeah, you make it there. It takes you about, I'd say, 30, 40 minutes to drag the bodies out there. And then Dr. Silas, I assume you're just kind of doing your thing, right?
Yep. I will turn them to ash. I will use the same method that I used last time when I felt it come on, and try to mimic that, and I'll get a better feel for how to turn a body to ash. So
hold on, Doc. Make sure you put it over by where we were fighting them in case they come around looking.
Is this okay?
I think this would actually be the perfect spot, right? Like, as if we were trying to run, but since we wouldn't have known what we are, we wouldn't have known the sun would have hurt us. So, like, I think anywhere near where we are now would be fine too, seeing as that all those bodies are gone.
Make it look real. The problem with that is they come around looking here, see it here. We can't use this place as a home no more.
You're absolutely right, Grant. Well, right. Let's take it just a little
drag
bit
them
further.
away.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll drag them at least,
As long as it's somewhere where the sun does hit. If the trees are too thick, they will not believe it's us.
You must have played TTRPGs in your lifetime because you real paranoid. There is no fourth wall to this episode.
Grant with no TTRPGs. That's all it was.
Jimmy fucking chongas, let's go. So you guys wind up dragging the bodies probably 150 yards out, 200 yards almost from the drain pipe that were used as entrance and exit to the sewers. but you set them out amongst trees that, as you look up, you could see the night sky, so you know the sun will pour down. But yeah, you get them all set up. Now, Dr. Silas. Sorry. Dr. Silas, you bend down and reach down to the body that you dragged. And if you were a sweater, if you could sweat and if you needed to breathe, you know for a fact that you would be out of breath, hands on your knees, breathing deeply, sweat pouring off your head. But nice little bonus to undeath is that sweat doesn't really occur like that. So you kneel down and reach out to the body that you drug out here. As you do, you kind of close your eyes for a moment before you touch it, and you concentrate on that feeling and need that you had before. The idea of survival very much in your mind, and trying to obfuscate the fact that the three of you, the people who were mortal a couple weeks ago, and yet now are something else, are anywhere in the vicinity. So with that thought in mind, you reach your hand out and you feel the vitae, the vampiric blood that makes your body move, coalesce underneath the skin of your palm. You feel it almost bubbling there, and you reach out, eyes still closed, to that body that you just drugged with you and touch it. And suddenly, that body is no more. To ash, it explodes all around you. Some of it particulate in the air, some of it on the ground. You'll notice that the damp ground kind of starts to absorb some of it almost. But there's still a good amount of mass to a body, so there's still what you would consider a decent pile of ash. You feel like you're starting to get, yeah. You feel like you're starting to get at least the understanding of how to trigger this ability, as you've now used it a few times. And as you move to the next body, you find that you don't even have to sit and concentrate with your eyes closed. As you move towards the body, almost bubbling or humming just beneath the skin again, as you reach down and touch it, another body gone, evaporated to, once again, a pile of ash. The mass, the life that once held sway over this body turned to naught but dust. By the time you make it to the third body, it's almost natural. You reach out, you brush your fingers across the body, and you watch as the whole thing, slowly from one end to the other, begins to turn and pile upon the floor of the forest.
Hey, what do we think? Will that work?
I think that's fucking crazy, Silas.
It is a very strange power. But it works.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Maybe what happened to
Most
Charles? Should we get
impressive.
him to confirm if this is going to keep him away, or just try our luck?
I think now we should go back, and it's probably, he said 30-40 minutes to get out here, so probably it's now about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. It's probably best if we go back and, stay out of sight for the rest of the night and day.
All right, well, I wouldn't mind taking note of our inventory and cleaning and prepping and stashing shit away.
That's a fantastic idea. I almost said Dr.
Actually,
Grant. I'm so used to saying Dr. Silas. Dr. Grant, Dr. Silas.
Thank you, milady.
Doctor.
PhD and kicking ass. All right.
He's adding that to his script of one-liners that he has ready for Grant.
I'm surrounded by doctors. I now have a PhD. All right.
I got a PhD
Doctor,
in ass woman.
Doctor.
That's funny. Okay, so you guys start to head your way back. Like I said, you pull bodies about 150, 200 yards. So it takes you a few minutes to get there. But this is now becoming a very familiar route. You find your way back into the sewers, back through the sewers. Is the plan to go see Charles, or are we just going back to the room for the night? Yes.
Question: did we leave footprints?
Due to the humid and wet nature of Florida, even in the month that, because currently in real life, we are at the end of March, but we started this in about February, so it won't be as muddy as it be, say, come April, but you are still near a sewer runoff, so there are definitely going to be some footprints, some bit of evidence.
Wipe them as we walk.
Yeah, how you want to do it?
Take a stick.
So in my mind,
Take a stick and follow behind you.
That's not going to be enough, though. I'm actually going to pull into my Girl Scouts knowledge for this one.
Oh, okay.
Whether Rowan was in it or not.
She's getting some branches.
No, she definitely did, because she grew up in the Minnesota wilds, and she was also near a lot of tribes, and as I kind of grew up too. So, basically, as we walked, I'd probably find like a fir, because those do grow still in Florida. And though they wouldn't be as common in there, I would take that and also swipe it as we walked back and forth, almost like the swishiness of, you would see like maybe a tail, maybe just like trail in general, just to make sure that it's pulling up dirt and dust along with maybe leaves and other green shrubbery like with it, just to make it look like the trail itself has been disturbed, but it could have been an animal, it could have been another alligator, doesn't matter. I just want to make sure that those tracks are being, as a veterinarian too, I know how animals work, like making sure those trails are just covered as we walk is something that, well, a lot of predators would also do. So instinctually she would have this thought to make sure that as we walk down the trail, she is continuously making sure that our steps don't look human and or even noticeable as we walk back towards the swamped area.
Okay. How about this? Let's roll some dice. I love the idea that you have, and because of the idea that you intelligence plus survival.
I can't roll, so I'm gonna let you do that for me.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry.
I have one dice you can use, so that's about it.
Why are you doing that? Okay, so survival plus intelligence for Dr. Rowan Hale. With one hunger die, let's roll. All right.
5 successes.
Ooh.
Damn.
5 successes.
Wow, I did great.
Yeah. You actually got now as a reminder for those who are viewing in and don't get to play Vampire the Masquerade, if you were the dice that you just saw roll, you saw an Ankh and then 2 Ankhs with stars on the side of them. The regular Ankh just means that it is a success. That it means you rolled a 6 or better on a D10. The 2 Ankhs with the stars on the side of them means that you rolled a 10. In Vampire the Masquerade and World of Darkness, if you roll 2 10s from your dice pool, those 2 10s actually count as 4. This is what a critical success looks like in World of Darkness. So instead of counting those 2 10s as just 2 successes, those successes actually double, becoming 4. Now, if you roll 1 10 it's still just a success. You need that pair every time. But Rowan, you wind up finding a thick branch, maybe not of a fir tree, but definitely of a pine or conifer family tree. The branch is decently thick. The pines at this point, especially for this point in the year, this season, the pine needles themselves. So as you pull it back and forth, you're able to almost completely obliterate any kind of human track. Walking from the place where the now ash graveyard is, back to the sewers. You did a great job covering your track. You feel pretty confident about it.
Awesome, thank you.
Good thinking, Rowan.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor. Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
PhD, kicking ass.
I'm gonna go take a look at this Charles guy and make sure his chains are tight.
That's right. Charles has been here the whole time.
Charles has been here the whole time. I've been here the whole time. All right. So we're back in the room. Charles is chained back here along this specific... Oh, I wonder why it won't let me ping. Yeah, right here. Thank you very much, Baron von Thomas. Oh, that's probably why, actually. Let's find out. Yay, pings. Yeah, right there is where you have the chain wrapped around him. He seems exceptionally uncomfortable. You see him consistently fidgeting as you come into the room. We're just trying to find a way to possibly make these cold iron chains in this cold, wet room, which is getting wetter and wetter by the moment as water continues. Pipe on the left. Yeah, you can just tell he's very, very uncomfortable. Yeah, Nikki wanted to show you what power play is. Sorry, my cat is acting like it's in heat. So, even though she's very young and shouldn't have that feeling quite yet. So,
she's super lovable.
If you see me look around, she is super lovable. But if you see me look around, that's probably what I'm looking for. Spot the loud, annoying yowl on the outside of this game. So yeah, you guys make it back to the storage room. You see him fidgeting, shivering, full of discomfort. What's the plan?
Well, we leave him up on the wall for the night, or for the morning. What's the plan here, folks?
Could we chain him up in the other? Could we chain him up in the other rooms where he's not like getting drowned in water, or at least getting soaked?
Where's Nikki?
That's fair. We could put him in the room and at least let him lay on the couch so he's not standing. I mean, I'm assuming that Grant is stronger than he is at this point. He's pretty weak, so we don't have to worry about him running away. And like Rowan looks at him, those predator eyes, and says, like, I would love to see him try. Like, she's like,
I don't mind moving him up. What's the plan here? What's the long-term goal with this fella? We could just finish this right here.
I want to bring you guys to the scene just so you can look around. Yes, there is one place that you feel like you could chain him up that won't be wet, and that is this one pipe right next to the bed where Dr. Rowan Hales is normally sleeping, or at least slept the last time you guys.
I mean, I ain't too worried about chaining him up. Just hog time.
For everyone at home, we're going to talk about another aspect of Vampire the Masquerade. They are called stains. Now, normally, if one of my players says, I don't care about chaining them up for 8 to 12 hours, let's just hog tie them and leave them on the floor for 8 to 12 hours, I would say that character gains a stain. Now, what happens when you gain a stain is at the end of the session, you roll a single d10, and if you succeed, you lose all your stain. If you happen to fail, then the amount of stains you have drops your humanity level, which means you grow further and further from the being you were before you were embraced. With Grant's background specifically, I'm not going to give him a stain for this.
I was gonna argue. I was gonna argue and say, whoa. This guy fucking attacked us. He should be dead.
I'm letting you know. I'm not going to say you have a stain.
He started it. He put me in jail first. God damn it.
To be fair,
That's hilarious.
Rowan does agree with Grant in certain aspects, but because she does still have her humanity, she would probably be more of the type to be like, it's fine, let's just chain him near the bed, he can have the bed. Because right now, Rowan already has enough anxiety about having to make this call when the sun is up, knowing that, like, if I stay up past my bedtime, essentially, if I stay up into the light, I make this call, there's a lot of things that can happen, especially now that it's daylight, when we're not going to be able to defend ourselves. I have to get this right. So she does not feel like she will have the ability to immediately sleep anyways. So, like, him taking the bed for some moments, especially when we don't have all the information we want, because to be fair, we did ask him a few questions that were important, but did we really get as much out of him as possible? Because then that would then teeter into, well, then we have to really question, what do we do with him? We can't let him leave, but he is going to now be Silas's, like, full-on, like,
Dr. Hale,
person, right?
Dr. Hale, Dr. Smalls, so here's a long-term goal that I think we might be able to pull off.
Yep.
So Nikki said it takes 3 days or 3 feedings for me to fully make Charles my assistant.
Yes.
What about if we sent him back? What about if we sent him back to work? What if we sent him back to work and was like, hey, Charles, go back to work and keep us informed as to what's going on? And we have a little informant inside the company. What do you think?
But that means he also has to come back in 3 days, right? Because it takes 3 days for him to be your full ghoul, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, because once he's your full ghoul, he has to do what you say. Am I misunderstanding that, by the way? I don't know.
No, you're pretty much understanding it thoroughly, except for one fact, and that is, if the ghoul is not fed fresh vitae within a month, they will drop a point of their blood bond. So over the course of 3 months, if they don't see Dr. Silas, and Dr. Silas doesn't feed him that supernatural blood, then they are free people again.
I assume Nikki would have
let
me know that.
Right?
What's that?
I assume Nikki would have told me that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, then he will definitely be able to. We'll do like weekend luncheons or something. To get information.
I love that so much. A vampire brunch, where it's just like, hi dear. Like,
just out of curiosity, what time is vampire brunch?
It's probably right at like
11 p.m.
What, I say 10, 11 p.m.
11 p.m. Yeah.
Gives a whole new meaning to a Bloody Mary. Right?
We're gonna meet up at like Waffle House or IHOP or
where all the best brouhaha come from. Waffle House. Let's go. One hand pick up a chair.
So yeah, I think our long term will be that we keep him for 3 days. He is fully within Silas's. He's a full ghoul to Silas, and then Silas, I will also say that he has to. I would even say he has to come back every night as if he's going home from work, and he knows what he knows for the day, and then he like
let's
does
talk
all
to
that.
Charles. Let's talk Charles and see what his schedule looks like as far as will he be able to come back every night, at least weekly to feed him.
Well,
make sure.
it's up to you. You are his owner, so you choose, right? Because listen, if he has a
You
wife,
ain't never owned a dog
and-
before, Silas?
and she if he has a
Not
wife
a
and she calls
human.
in,
You gotta feed and water it, else it
Is
runs
that
off.
it?
gotta feed and water it. It's like a gigapet. Like, you gotta feed and water it. It's gonna die. So, just keep that going. Keep his lifestyle going. I agree that, like, if he has a family and stuff like that, maybe we have to give more freedoms to that. But at this point, logically, as Dr. Rowan, I feel like she would be like, this is too dangerous to let him just go back home. He needs to, like, be here. Worst case scenario, his wife thinks he's left her for another woman, but we all get to live. It's a terrible scenario, but he would still. I mean, he could be dead. That's the other scenario. So, I mean, for her, that's her waste. Her it will feel less worse than you're like, oh, it's happened, versus like, oh no, he's just a corpse now. So I'm hoping that we can at least do it in a way.
He's now the servant of a supernatural undead creature.
Like, there's perks and benefits. It has health insurance.
There are.
I mean, come on.
Oh, by the way, Silas, we're
That's
gonna have to
health
talk about that. Health insurance.
Yeah.
As long as your master lives, you will also survive and become nearly ageless. Silas, your ghoul, upon consumption of your blood, gains one of your level 1 power. One of your in-clan level 1 power.
Okay.
Which one of your powers? Oh, yeah. Which one of your level 1 powers would you like this ghoul to have?
Let me look at my stuff.
I believe all your powers are level 1, actually.
Yeah. So I have why don't we give him like Auspex Sense the Unseen?
Okay.
That seems like a pretty
This is gonna be a great day. All right. So
I just imagine if I got my own ghoul, I would have the ability to have my familiar also be able to talk to animals and or conjure animals, and we could just have an animal. Yes, all the alligators from the alligator sanctuary in Florida who wants to sponsor us. Legitimately, all of my ghouls would have their own little alligators. We would all.
What was that guy that was? Oh, the Tiger King.
Tiger King.
The Gator King. The Gator King. Like
Gator Queen. Get it right.
Yeah. Queen of the Gators.
Well, if one of your ghouls is a male, then it's the Gator King. But so I'm gonna say, as you guys walk back into the room, I kind of said that he was shuffling and uncomfortable. I'm also gonna say that he's sweating profusely. And as you walk in the room, his eyes are already dead set on the entrance as he's trying to pull and tug his way to some level of comfort. But you see his eyes are super wide. His pupils are retracted to almost pinpricks as his eyes never staying completely in one place. They're bouncing all around. He's freaking out.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna say, Charles, relax. We're gonna move you into the other room. We're gonna take off these chains. We're gonna move you into the other room where it's more comfortable.
Did you know you're not
Silas
breathing?
has never spoken to a woman because he said relax as if she would actually relax at that moment.
No, living woman. The dead ones don't talk back.
Even I'm still offended. Can you calm down?
So Charles is gonna look you like dead in your eyes, Thomas, and be like,
Did you know you're not breathing? I don't hear air going in and out of your lungs. I can also smell the scent of everything.
Yes, that is a byproduct of becoming my assistant. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it.
You taste like my grandmother's dead flesh. I only know how that tastes because I walked into her being dead in her bed.
God damn, two of you was made for each other.
Wait.
Jesus
Why would you
Christ.
know what her dead flesh tastes like?
After a while, I feel like it's just kind of in the air. I remember my teacher telling me the olfactory very close to your taste, and that most of our taste is actually from the sense of smell. And yeah, you smell like she tasted. He's not
Well,
making much sense right now. He is out of his goddamn mind at this specific moment in time, as he is
Listen,
getting
Charles.
input from every single one of his senses
Charles.
that is beyond human
Charles.
capability to parse.
Charles, God damn it, calm down.
Yeah, you see him like, I'm gonna call it the Renfield, like Renfield
The
back and
Renfield, yes.
try to cover his ears, but his chains won't allow his hands to get to his ears. And he just starts crying. He's like, please not so loud.
Charles, we're gonna move you. I'll tell you right now, we don't do warnings, we do examples. You fuck around, that's gonna be the end of you. And I'm watching. Let's get this show on the road.
Back and forth, like not focusing on any of you, just like,
okay.
The end of me.
Nikki, can we have the keys, please?
It's gonna be
Get the keys from
Nikki's
Nikki.
not here.
Don't need no fucking keys, and I'm gonna
Keys.
snap the chain apart there so I can keep him
before you
wrapped
snap
up with the chain.
we have to.
Too
We
late.
have
Hold on.
Grant
That's it.
reaches forward and grabs one of the handcuffs and just
Too late.
twists it.
My
Too late.
bad.
Charles, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Can you just look at me really quick? Follow my fingers with your eyes. It's okay. You're doing great.
His
Just
eyes
sit and
never
look,
leave
okay?
yours.
Fantastic. All right, cool. Go ahead, give me your hand. We're just gonna walk this way real quick. Don't leave your eyes from me. We're just gonna walk this way, okay? Just Roman sees
They're
it
starting
because
to hurt. All the
I
colors.
know.
The colors hurt.
I understand, dear. I get it. I understand. So come on, let's keep walking.
Do you?
I'm not gonna take my eyes off him. I'm
Fair.
gonna walk forward. I'm going to touch the back of his neck and his particularly this right between the second and third here,
Cervical vertebra.
and brush and brush down. And as I do that, it obviously will cause his body to move forward because that's exactly what that does. So just like in dance,
You see him
forward.
almost buckle because the fact that he has vampiric heightened senses means everything is overstimulating, and you just brush down his spine. He feels like your fingers literally are inside his skin and just caressing the nerves at C2 and 3. And he just like almost falls face first into sewer water.
I've got you. And she knows this, and she also knows I know he's overstimulated.
Just
How
moving
overstimulated would
along.
he be?
God damn. Why are
to
we
move
care
it-
about
to
this
move
guy
it.
so much?
We're
Say that
doing
one
our
more time,
best to
Beth,
take
I'm
care
sorry.
of our pet. We don't hurt anything.
Your pet.
And this is obviously
Did
not
you
mine,
just
but
call me
Dr.
a pet?
Silas's.
Am I in a BDSM cult now?
Uh,
Are you gonna put a leather mask on my face? I'm scared.
Do you want to let
We're
your
walking
face?
to bed, okay? We're walking to bed. You will sleep alone. Rowan is now going to use more force, but still look at him and keep eye contact too. And I don't have anything right now to like look at everything that I have, but she is guiding him to that room. And even though our dear friend Dr. Grant here destroyed
Doctor.
It's just a doctor now.
destroyed the chain that was keeping his arms, together. 'Cause he's
No,
overseeing
hold
the
on.
skeleton.
Okay, I just like broke the chain at the. He's still got chains around him that we can tie up again.
Oh, there's the ones on his feet? I thought he was chained to the wall from his hands.
No, so the way I kind of saw it was he was handcuffed around a pipe.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like he twisted the bottom of the handcuff, which would break the handcuff itself.
Oh, I thought he had chains on.
The
My
other
bad.
hand.
Oh, I mean,
That's what I heard, chains, and I was like, all right, so.
It's the long handcuffs, those ones that you have to put on when you go to court and shit.
No, I don't know. But okay, go on.
As a bring him in.
I put him in bed.
Sun randomly comes out, you all burn and die. Right.
I put him in bed. The chains are now fixed. I don't care if I mash them together with anger and heat, and they are now combined. He's laying down. He's in bed. Now it is probably 4 a.m.
We'll set it like this. You lay him down. Let's bring you back to here. You lay him down in the bed. In order to keep him chained, unless you're chaining him to the bedpost, you kinky fuck, you're going to chain him to the pipe that's right in front of the bed, which means his head is going to have to be go to the bed with like one arm kind of hanging.
If you want to give him the bedpost, if you want to put him against the bedpost, that would probably
put him on the bedpost. I'm not sleeping in that bed. I am too exhausted, and I have to do things. Legitimately, it's like 4 a.m. I gotta do things as soon as the sun comes up. That man can.
So you are putting me into a BDSM cult. I don't want a leather mask or a ball gag. Please. And he looks directly at Silas.
Jesus Christ.
Again, you just see his pupils like super small. Please don't rape me. Please.
Silas, Dr. Silas, will you please do something?
Charles, no one is gonna rape you. You're not in a BDSM cult. You're just gonna go to sleep.
Why did that come up in conversation? We were just having a good time.
That's what they all say.
Hey, if you want to know like the exact reason why that came up in conversation, you started caressing his spine in his mind, which gave him a sense of ecstasy.
That's because for people, that is a way to make them move.
I get it, but not people who have vampiric heightened senses. So like I said, you were caressing like the nerve.
Like a lot of ecstasy is what you're saying.
That's how it felt at that specific moment.
So that's what it's like?
Pop to Molly, he's sweating.
I would have just hit him then and just dragged his ass in.
Knocked him out. Knocked his ass out.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I spent enough time being gentle with him that it is now almost morning, is what I'm seeing on my clock.
I tried to tell you.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. You probably got about 3.5 hours. Because in February, that's about this. February.
February, okay.
We're in February? Okay.
Longest
that's
parts
good to know, actually.
So yeah, I mean, I think personally, this guy hasn't. It's kind of understandable that he thinks he's being brought. But regardless of the fact, you lay him down, chain him to the bedpost.
It's the most humane thing we can do without killing him, all right?
Sure.
Just look around the room and tie him up.
Rowan, when was the last time
the sun comes up, Rowan goes outside, lets herself set herself on fire. She's like, I
can't even. You know what?
I can't even.
You can't fucking.
The embarrassment, she just dies of embarrassment. She just walks into the sun. All right.
He wants a kinky collar and a ball gag.
Oh my god,
I saw that in chat too, and I'm still mad about it. Not mad at them, that's very funny. Mada created this entire thing, and everyone fed into it. Rowan's gonna go sit in the darkest part of like the fucking sewers just for a while. She needs to leave the room. I'm
gonna
not
put
so far away I can't hear the conversation. I'm just not in the room anymore. I'm just sitting outside of it, just like contemplating
the
my
chair
life
by the
choices
door.
and or my lack of life.
I'm gonna tell Charles. I'm gonna say, just close your eyes and go to sleep.
The
Because
sheets
that's
are
creepy.
itchy.
The sheets are itchy.
I feel them moving. Maybe they're not moving. Maybe it's my sweat coming out of my body.
I almost spit. It's so funny. All right. I'm rocking back and forth out in the hallway. I don't hear it. I'm not even here.
She's like, now I'm overstimulated. Fuck.
I'm overstimulated.
Oh man, I need more tequila. So okay. After a few minutes of quiet ministrations from Silas, Charles does calm down. You can see him kind of shivering in the bed. Still not exceptionally comfortable, but at least he's not sitting in 1.5 to 2 inches of water. Much better than that.
Come down from a bad drug, right? Like almost like he's having withdrawals.
Yeah, except he's not coming down yet. Like that sensation of heightened senses is something he can right now. So they are just kind of going.
Yes. Oh wait, can I say thank you to Harlem Hale? He is subscribed for 8 months.
Thank you, Harlem Hale.
Thank you.
Hey.
For those who don't know, that was Jerry. He was in for our Swamp Bites episode, actually.
Oh,
and
cool.
fun fact.
Thanks for taking over.
He does a ton of work for autism-based charities.
Hey,
that's super
fucking awesome, my dude.
We love that. Hell yeah.
You're fucking awesome. We love that. Thank you so much for all you do.
When I do my run in next month.
He says, "You're welcome." Yeah, thank you so much, man. I'm glad to see people watching us. I'm glad you were able to get in on some World of Darkness. Not sure if you had ever played before Bites, but I didn't get to see it because I was at a wedding, but I know Greg well enough that he enjoys a good enough story where he ran a game. So you got Charles calm down. He's laying down, breathing heavily but slowly falling into his sleep. What is the plan for the rest of us while Dr. Rowan Hale deals with her overstimulation?
I'm gonna move the chair by the door again and kind of set up my little
this time I'm gonna in the chair.
Yeah, I'm gonna face towards Charles though. Just kind of be intimidating in that way, and just before I sit down to rest, I'm gonna be like, Rowan, you good?
Yeah, no, Grant, I'm all right. Just I guess I have my whole life to have time to figure all this out.
Yep, keep it in survival mode.
Basically.
One foot at a time on this road.
Do me a favor if you can, Grant. I know that door is heavy. It looks pretty dark in these here tunnels. When it's sun up, like lock the doors. Like
you got it.
Close them.
You're staying out there then?
I'll sleep in the sewer, but if anything goes wrong or they try to come look because they don't believe us, it's not fair if everyone dies because of it. I'd rather we have one clean sweep and y'all can get out of here or figure out what's going on. Because honestly, I haven't even made peace if I can live this way. So I guess we'll see after the sun sets, right?
Sun rises.
Oh no, I won't see them until the sun. I won't see them until the sun sets. Sorry. Yeah, if I survive, I won't see them until the sun sets. I didn't hear that part. So. Yeah, no worries.
Well, I hope it won't take too long. But that look, hold on to it. We're gonna get through.
Got it.
And then I'll start closing the door. Right? Because you said to close the door, right?
Yes, I said to close
Okay.
the door.
Okay. Phew.
Silas, you got anything you're doing, trying to do, whatever?
I'm checking Nikki's fridge to see if there's blood in there for tomorrow.
Yeah, it is restocked. There
Nice.
are, we'll say, you only gave you 3 bags of blood, but there are 3 bags of blood within the refrigerator.
Okay, cool. We can drink that tomorrow when we get up.
Absolutely. So y'all don't have anything else before you decide to call it a day?
I assume that I brought all the stuff in and kind of just laid it out in the corner. I don't need to really take the inventory. I know what was there.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys have an inventory. I would definitely say, Grant, with your background and knowledge of firearms, it would probably be you think it'd probably be a good idea to take apart the various firearms, and most of them fell into at least semi-swampy, muddy terrain. Okay. And that would be a good way to spend the last couple hours.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you sit there, you start taking apart the various weaponry that you found.
I'm gonna Grant, can you show me how to do this? I know nothing about firearms, but I would like to help clean.
Ain't no problem to me. You sure your boy over there is gonna be quiet?
He'll be fine.
All right, we'll hold this just in case. And I'll give him one of the tactical knives.
There you go. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
You call that a knife? Razor blades.
Sorry. That's a Sheila.
We are so off.
So yes, Dr. Silas, Grant hands you an exceptionally large tactical knife. Just
that's Dr. Grant.
You have to. No, it's the fucking not.
Damn, almost.
Not to me, motherfucker. Like I said, not enough tequila.
Yeah, gotcha.
And I'm not finishing the bottle because that's saved for somebody else.
And then I'm open. What do I got to clean the guns? You probably need some weapon oil and stuff too, right? I don't think we'll be able to do that.
At the very least, you may not have weapon oil, but at the very least, you can take them and clean them of any kind of piece of dirt and mud and such like that. You do find that there's towels just kind of sitting out, folded on a shelf right next to one of the computers. You're not sure exactly what they're here for, but you don't really want to. You do note that they are clean and folded nice and neat to wipe down the barrel as you get into all the small little crevices.
Nice. Like
a fountain pen, a thin piece to kind of scrape every bit of it out. And you're able to get it clean. You're not oiled the way you'd like to. There's still a little bit of residual oil. And you think it will at least survive for a little while. Capable of getting, and maybe even the but you're able to get all dirt, mud to try to serve the fire. Doc, you're with him, kind of sitting there. He's teaching you just as he starts to pull these guns apart. Exactly how it goes. So by the end of this session, if you'd like, you are going to be able to spend some experience points for the skill firearm. At the very least, 1 point.
1 point in it.
Firing, but that will allow you, now that you have a basic understanding of how and how they work, that's how that'll. So let's go ahead and say you guys do that for a few hours. We're going to go over to Dr. Rowan Hale. It is now your 2 compatriots have fallen asleep. They've started to turn into the desiccated corpses that each and every one of the kindred turn into. You were trying to stay awake past sunrise. Your body is calling for sleep. Why don't you just go ahead and roll me a I'll roll it for you, of course, because you're not here to do it in this thing.
Why don't you go ahead and just sit there,
You're
okay?
muted, by the way, Dr. Rowan Hale. And I'm just going to roll these 4 dice. And you're still muted, Dr. Rowan Hale?
3 successes.
3 successes for Dr. Rowan Hale. So, Doc, you were able to stay awake past sunrise. After about 20-30 minutes, you're feeling exhausted, body ready to just fall down. You grab the radio. What do you say over the radio?
Bravo team. Over.
Bravo team, this is head base. What is your status? Over.
We have found 3 separate piles of ashes on the ground still steaming. So I'm assuming this is part of protocol if they are in the sun. Over.
Bravo team checking files now. 1 moment, please. It'll go quiet for about 45 seconds. Bravo team, it seems the experiments that were able to escape that direction are indeed highly allergic to sunlight. It is quite possible that they were incapable of getting to safety before sunlight hit them. Please take the next day, do a full search of the area. If nothing else comes up, we will assume that they're incapable of safety. Over.
Will do. Over. And puts it away.
There you go. So now you have a plan. You have done what you wish. You will now have the chance to rest, Dr. Rowan Hale. And for all of our... Yep.
I was just gonna kind of just drag myself a bit further past the door into the sewers where it's very, very dark. It is very encompassed, and even though there's water and it smells awful and it's been a very strange 48 hours, she just kind of just lets go in a way that she feels herself like tighten and squeeze, as if like the life force or whatever it was that kept her going, she raisins up and just is still.
Go. You watch as the skin around your hands starts to desiccate as you begin to fall into sleep as the sun grows higher. And guys, that's where we're going to end for tonight. Again, I apologize for the shorter game that we normally do, but C2E2 is calling my name in the morning, 3.5 hours of sleep. So, if anyone watching us is near the and is going to Chicago Comic-Con, hit us up, send us a message in chat. Myself and Deathadil will be there. Saturday will be all done up cosplays. Deathadil's doing a Carlac cosplay, and come check us out. As always, guys, thank you so much for playing in the vampire game, and we love every one of you that is in the chat. We truly appreciate the attention while we just sit here and have fun and kind of learn, and is a very fun dark twist on a TTRPG.
Fun is the operative word, right?
It is fun to me.
It is. Oh, it's tons of fun. I'm just saying we're having fun and we're being funny, hilarious people. Whoops.
Yes, Dr. Grant.
Doctor.
Did you, before we get out of here, Joe, did you want to do your stars and wishes?
Sure, we'll do quick stars and wishes. My stars, you guys carried this episode in a lot of ways. As I said, I am not in my right state of mind. So thank you so much for doing your parts. My role play, I feel like, was really good, but ingenuity and specific moment in time are not high points. So I want to say thank you. My stars
Don't do that.
For
Listen,
the evening.
you did great, Joe.
Shut up, Dr. Grant.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Shut up, Dr. Grant. Nobody asked you. No, each and every one of you had great moments, and I truly appreciate all of you. Wishes, I got nothing right now. I really have been enjoying the laid back. Let's learn to play this game together. Well, you guys learn to play the game together while I storytell. I very much enjoy this. I feel like we're bringing this to more people who don't get to see what 5th edition, and I'm super happy about that. I want this TTRPG to gain more popularity. I think that kind of did that and then failed a lot of. Don't worry
Joe,
about
you are cutting out so much. I think it's been more dead air than
you're
talking.
so bad. I don't even know what you. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. How's it feel?
Hey,
Now you understand that.
Yes, Cass, this is exactly what was happening to you last night when we were playing.
Right.
You kept cutting out, and we didn't know why. Like, you didn't know why. Something is going on with your setup. So sorry.
It's okay. We'll figure that out. Let's. I'm gonna go ahead and toss it to Thomas since he's talking anyways. Go ahead.
Absolutely. I had a great time, Joe. Thank you for sacrificing your sleep and actually doing this for us. I know you're super tired. You held it together. It kicked ass for the 2 hours we ran. Rowan, awesome job as far as getting us on the ball to do something with the bodies. Great idea. It was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
Charles is going to be a lot of fun. My little pet. Dr. Grant.
Yeah.
Dr. Grant, you're always fun. I'm gonna keep it short. I don't have any real wishes. I mean, we already, I think we're good. So, Cass, take it away.
Lots of really great roleplay tonight. Really enjoyed seeing. I like it when Silas talks. As adverse as he may be, it is fun to see you in your element and do what you do, because it's very interesting, especially as someone who doesn't play that type of vampire. That's really fun. That's very cool. And Grant is such a powerful force. I know he's great in combat, but I like his attitude as like let's do something. Let's go.
Let's do something. Yeah.
And then like I don't know why I was like, yeah, Dr. Grant.
Don't always gotta know where you're going. You just gotta put wheel to pavement.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Fantastic. I do like the fact that we figured out what to do to get them off of our trail. Even myself thinking about like the story wise, as Rowan, I'm like, I still really want to know what happened to the other people that escaped. I also really want to know who they also took. They took doctors. They took like Hell's Angels, motorcycle dudes. Like
it's so random.
Very different. It's very random, and as someone that is in like logistically, I really want to know why. That's such an important thing. Like big corporations do a lot of stuff, but this is very interesting. Why?
Yeah.
Which would give us time to figure it out if we could figure out a way to get in there, which I did think about, so I will bring it up next time we play. But my wishes for tonight. 1, I wish I knew why my microphone is causing cutouts, because it's never done that before. And I'm not even using it, but hearing it, I'm like, wow, he sounds like an angel, and then there's nothing. Just dead air. And I'm like, what is this nonsense? And then 2...
I sound like an angel.
Yeah, well, some sort of angel.
Devil was an angel.
Fallen.
Yeah, the devil was an angel. And then 2, yeah, I just want to know more. Really, I'm always like,
that is Daffodil's flaw. She needs. She has a thirst for knowledge. She needs to know why. Just real quick before we finish up with Grant, since she said something about angels, if anyone has the interest in one, World of Darkness actually put out a game in 2000 called Demon the Fallen, where you actually play a fallen angel
who has
that's
escaped
cool.
hell and been able to take over the body of a mortal being. Super
So
fun,
Karlach.
super fun TTRPG.
Ooh.
Oh no, beyond Karlach, but super fun. You get to make 2 characters technically. You get to make your the mortal vessel and then the angel of creation underneath. So you get to
That
choose like
sounds
what they
dope.
created, stuff like that. Oh,
That's so dope.
I love World of Darkness just for. All right, Grant. Finish this off strong, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's kind of highlighted the major moments here, so everybody did a fantastic job. Joe, I'm really happy that you pushed through and made this happen. It was really cool for everybody to come on a Thursday night and make this work. I know that you guys have been busy leading up to C2E2. I know that you're going to be busy at C2E2. I know that you're getting old and this is getting harder for you nowadays. Sorry, I had to. And in terms of wishes, I don't really have any wishes. I'm having so much fun kind of just exploring this and letting it go. Actually, I want to say that I'm glad that my abruptness of abrasiveness in the character doesn't like piss you guys off so much. It's just a matter of I like to use it as a storytelling point to like fucking make a decision. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I felt that too. Like Rowan, even though like she's mostly always even-headed, would logistically like growing up the way she did. Someone that like you should be like, we're gonna let him have a space, and then we're gonna try and do our best to like curb that energy if it's.
And I hope that you guys understand as we grow. Like he's the most loyal dude you'll ever meet in your life. Right? Like he's gonna have your back.
I clocked that from the moment
Yeah.
you like were in our. I was like, all right, so I gotta keep this right in the back of my mind. So when something happens, because there's gonna probably be a moment where Rowan freaks out so bad, she's gonna have to trust you to save her from herself. I already told you. She's like, I don't even think I can live like this, so it's fine.
I just love the mental image of like Rowan starting to go crazy and Grant just like picking her up by her scruff and like holding her up and being like, are you done yet? Are you quite finished?
This actually makes me feel better. Yeah, no, this works.
It's one of those like hand on the forehead situations. Where it's like
you're basically a weighted blanket. You're a weighted blanket.
And Silas is the blanket that Charles doesn't want.
That's true.
All right, guys.
Listen, before we go, I'm going to rate. I'm going to send us over to rate a really good friend of mine. She is on right now. Yeah. So let's see if we can get in there. She does an awesome amount of writing. She has been a huge supporter of our music and the Dirtwood forever. So we're going to try to make this happen. Let's see.
Awesome. Let's go.
Let's see how this works. I don't remember all the buttons. Oh, start raid. Here we go. Thanks, everybody. We're out of here in 5 seconds. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.